Hello, this video is being brought to you by the Essex Sexual Health Service. This video has been made for parents and carers of secondary school aged children to help you with some suggestions as to how to talk to your child about topics of RSHE, that is relationships, sex, and health education. This video will be concerning broad suggestions and tips on how to talk to your teen around these topics. We'll be releasing videos on specific topics you may need to bridge with your teen as part of this series. We understand that secondary schools cover ages from 11 to 18, so some of these topics may be more applicable depending on your child's age and development stage. But we do generally advise that topics are introduced to your child before they encounter them and before they're an issue, so that they're prepared to deal with new scenarios if and when they occur. We'll be releasing videos on specific topics of consent, technology, sexual health services, and sexuality for parents and carers, as well as a video with tips for parents and carers with children with SEND considerations. Why? So why is it important to talk to your child about RSHE? RSHE is covered in secondary schools, but it is important that your child feels comfortable with these topics at home as well as at school, and that you can provide support. If you're curious as to what your child is being taught in RSHE in school, you can always ask your child's school to access their curriculum, or view our earlier video concerning what is RSHE. As a parent or carer, you can also make a choice to withdraw your child from sex education up to 2 terms before your child's 16th birthday. However, you cannot withdraw them from relationships education. Studies have shown that young people want to talk to their parents and carers about topics of RSHE and want to hear what their family's views and values are, and they want to have that avenue to express their concerns and fears. While some topics of RSHE make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, and as a parent you may wish to delay or avoid certain conversations, particularly those around sexual relationships or sexual behaviours. But by having these conversations with your child, you can ensure that they're receiving reliable information from a trusted source. If they cannot talk to a trusted adult, young people are likely to turn to the internet or their peers for information that may be misleading, factually incorrect, unsafe, age inappropriate, or misalign with the values that you wish to promote. Furthermore, good RSHE has been proved to delay the time a young person may become sexually active and reduce the chances of young people taking sexual risks, such as having unprotected sex. In turn, this means that good RSHE can reduce risks around teen pregnancies and STIs. By having conversations with your child, you can further protect them, as not only will it be easier for you to spot signs of changes in your child that might signal abuse, but it also gives your child an opportunity to feel comfortable coming forward to you if they're feeling unsafe. How can you actually have these conversations? Here are some general tips on how to talk to your child about these difficult topics. Firstly, try and make it a conversation rather than a lecture. Ask your child questions and really listen to their thoughts and responses. We recommend minimizing distractions when spending time together, putting phones away when having a conversation, or even when focusing on an activity, so that your young person knows that they have the opportunity to ask you questions and both of you are listening and engaged to the same thing. Using hypothetical scenarios and asking how they might respond can be useful. Not making things personal to your child allows them to think and reply more openly. This might be using examples such as, if this scenario happened to this hypothetical person, and asking them, how might you respond? What might you do? How could you help? Using stories that you see in the media or on a TV show may also act as a useful prompt for these chats. Your child may need a minute to think or reflect about any of the questions or informations you've given them. Allow them the space and time to consider these things. This is also why we promote the idea of not having the talk, but instead having a little and often approach. Try to be proactive about these conversations rather than waiting for them to become an issue. Choosing your location can be key. Making sure you're using a safe space where your child feels comfortable, and potentially somewhere that's confidential. Spaces such as a car ride or a walk home from school can be good because it's a defined location with a controlled timing. Think about your tone of voice, body language, and facial expression when talking to your child. If you appear uncomfortable or judgmental, your child may feel less likely to want to speak with you. While everyone, of course, has their views and opinions, especially on topics around relationships and sex, it's important your child still receives the information and that they can think about what they've been told. It's fine to talk to your children about your values and beliefs, but try to create a space without judgment and with respect as the core. Reinforce the message that you're there to support your child. You don't need to know all the answers to your child's questions. They may use terms that you're unfamiliar with. That's okay. Be honest with your child that you may have to do some own research to discuss the topic. No one expects you to be an expert, but creating a relationship with your child where you can discuss and support with them, RSHE, can create a really positive impact in your child's life and development. Thank you for watching. We encourage you to go on and have a look at our topic-specific videos. For national support around any of these topics, for further reading, please see this list. You can also always contact your child's school or local sexual health service for further advice. For local resources, please see here. Many thanks for watching.